A wise man once said, and this was a wise man football manager once said that football can kill you. And one thing that he said and he had to put on top of what he had said was real death. It can kill you, real death. And today I come and I actually accept what he was saying to be really true. Football can kill you, real death. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect, and we just watched Manchester United lose to a 10-man Everton. Not because they did not try to win, but maybe Everton wanted it more. I think I can say that. Or maybe we're gonna come out and say maybe David Moy actually found the best way to stop a 3-4-3 formation. Or maybe we talk about the fact that Ruben Amorim could not even change something to at least try to put on an attacking depth more than a defensive depth. He still kept a back three in a game which they were losing until to the 90 minutes. So in other words, he would die by his own horse. He will not change his formation. He will not change what he's working on. But at the end of the day, it could lead to them losing the game. That's the reality of football, isn't it? So the game finished 1-0 to Everton. In fact, the game finished 1-0 to 10-man Everton. By the way, getting a red card is their own doing. Two of their own players decided to go into, exchanging blows, fighting, forgetting that they're actually in the game and they actually play for the same team. Now the player is going to be punished maybe for 3 or 4 games, will be out, and when he comes back, he'll be going straight to AFCON. So literally, it means we're going to see this man mid-January. That's the thing that happened in today's game. And out of all the things that I've said, Juspree Hall still scored a wonderful strike in the 30-something minutes, 15 minutes later after the red card. Then the game went on, and Everton were a threat when they needed to be defensively solid to a point that United strike force, even the other players were added on, did not even know what was happening. In fact, I can be honest, I think I saw Ahmad running from the left, Ahmad running from the right, and Ahmad running from the center. Bruno Fernandes with the passes from the left to the right to the center. Mbeumo moving from that front to where he plays to where there was so much movement. But at the end of the day, the game still went to Everton. Hence why I said, a wise man once said, football can kill you, real death. So let's get into the video, people. There's so much to talk about. Like the video, subscribe to the Connect. If you want to watch this whole entire video, go check it out on the Football Connect. We have so much to talk about. Let's get into the video. So, of course, the game was really exciting, and final score is Manchester United loses by 1-0, a goal which was scored by Keone Juspree Hall, a 30-minute goal, 15 minutes after he was sent off. The venue, of course, was at Old Trafford. The key thing was this. The key incident of the game, and I think it's really clear, we all saw it. It was a Gay, Adrissa Gay, was when he was sent off in 13 minutes for slapping his teammate Michael Keane in the pitch when they had an altercation. That was the key moment of the whole entire game. In fact, when you are actually looking at it at the point of what happens in terms of game-wise, you would look at it and say that this was a key point to help Manchester United do something, to help Manchester United actually achieve something. But to be honest, at the end of the day, it just left us with nothing but a confused mind wondering exactly what's happening, and that's exactly what happened. To be honest, it left us with so many questions, and United could not take advantages of the opportunity which were given. This was literally a God-given chance. They were struggling to play with 11 men, and they still struggled to play again with 10 men. So I'm really confused exactly what was happening with the United. Of course, position-wise, they had the ball. 68% of the dominance on the ball, but lagged the cutting edge to actually do something. That's exactly what we're watching in this game. Shots, look at this. 15 shots of Manchester United. Only 3 were on target the whole entire match. You have an opportunity to take advantage of the spaces, and you tell me you had 15 shots and only 3 were on target? As on Everton, they only had 8 shots, but 1 on target, and that was the goal scoring chance, and they won the game. So these are the things that when you look at it at the end of the day, you wonder exactly what was United doing. You wonder exactly what exactly was Everton on, because the energy, the fighting spirit, the zeal, the tenacity we saw in this game was just unexplainable, but yet so much excitement. So I want to hear your thoughts on that one as well. Manchester United's performance was lethargic. I think they were a bit lazy, if I could say that. Wasteful, missed injuries, of course, of the likes of Sesko and Cunha could have been the lead cause of the fact that they just were lacking the cutting edge to get something out of the game. But also, a 5-game unbeaten run actually comes to an end. A poor movement in attack literally costed Manchester United the victory. To be honest, the only person I'm worried about and I actually feel sorry for is that guy who has been keeping hair for a long time, expecting for United to win 5 games in a row. You know, start well if you're hoping Everton to be one of those games. Crazy. Then Everton's performance, and I think this is something that you can learn from when you are watching us from. We saw something like a resilient. There was a masterclass with the 10 men clinical on a counter. Jordan Pickford out, outrageous saves. These were some outrageous saves, especially the header that was taken by the striker of United. The way he touched that ball and took it out of that position, it was really outrageous. That takes some serious practice to actually do something like this. And stopped. And so, and for the first time, and with some outrageous saves, which actually stopped Manchester United for the first time since 2013 to score against Everton. Some standouts, some players you can really be proud of when you look at this game. When you maybe revisit this game, you can look at the player like Jules Home, who of course was the match winner, the goal that he scored. Jack Grealish, the creative spark, and his way of being able to win those decisive free kick and important free kick in the right positions. I think that really helped this Everton team really to go this far. Then, of course, in his threatening runs, he kept this guy called Doku in trouble until the manager had to take him out because he was really in trouble. For Manchester United, of course, it was Bruno Fernandes. Some amazing passes that he tried to push, even though the strikers could not take advantage of the chances that were being created. And he booked some interesting chances that he did. And Onana, and also the goalkeeper, but he did not really do so much in the game because there was nothing too much to do. But that was an interesting one. In terms of manager reaction, Ruben Amorim, what my Ruben Amorim had to say about this game, he said disappointing lack of dominance. And Moyes, by the way, for Everton, said that this was an incredible and resilient end of how you do. I don't even know what that means, but one thing I know he was excited about. It's his first win at Old Trafford, and it will mean so much for him. And what this means is that this is a boost for Everton in their push to get maybe into the position which can help them go far. They are literally on the same points with Liverpool, United, and what they're on top of because they've scored more goals. It's an interesting one, people. I think, to be honest, we can really be excited over the performance that we saw from Everton. It teaches this player something, I think, which is very important and really amazing to actually think about it. They have the power to concentrate and get the job done. And that's exactly what they did. They showed that they're capable of focusing and concentrating until they get the job done. And I was really impressed by that. On the United side, one has to wonder. That's the only thing I can say. One has to wonder and really ask the important questions. What happens? Why is that you show that you are really building something, then you just die down the way you did? Because now, rather than to say you were outclassed or you were outperformed, I'm coming out and actually saying that this was an embarrassment, to be honest. Because the truth of the matter is that it was an embarrassment. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The red card for me, that is just one in a millennium. You will never see such nonsense again. I don't believe you'll see it in football history. Anyway, like that video and subscribe to connect. I'll see you on another one. We're out. Peace. Subscribe to the connect.